Hi everyone. Ruggiero Ricci always told us if we would have to choose just one single exercise to practice, it should be thirds, because thirds develop the weak part of our hand. Our third and fourth finger are on the lower of the two strings, and the lower strings always lead, so it's third and fourth finger which are leading in thirds when we play thirds. So we are strengthening third and fourth finger, which is the weak part of the hand. We always notice that third and fourth finger are not as strong as first and second finger, and when we play, that is usually what makes things difficult. So by strengthening third and fourth finger, that makes a huge difference to our playing. Thirds is also something which I teach my pupils quite soon. Certainly before I teach them to shift. So even for all of you who are just playing in first position, there's no reason why you shouldn't start practicing thirds. On the contrary, thirds are difficult in first position because in first position the notes are furthest apart. So when we practice thirds in first position, we're also practicing stretches. So we're getting a lot of benefits all at the same time here. So we're just going to be doing thirds and first position in this video because there's enough for us to work on. We're going to start very simply. Just start with third finger D on the A string. Control it with the open D string to make sure it's in tune. And then you play that third finger D together with first finger F sharp on the E string. If you play with vibrato, do all of this with vibrato. If you don't play it with vibrato, don't worry about it. Third finger D together with open D string, and you play that together with first finger F sharp. Play that a few times for your hand to get used to the hand position and the exact distance from third finger to first finger. Then you play fourth finger E on the A string together with the open E string. Make sure it's in tune. And then you reach down for second finger G. This is a stretch. From fourth finger E to second finger G is a stretch. You have to reach down. Bring your elbow over to the right and reach down for the G. So while you're playing the E, bring your elbow over and reach down. You have to bring your hand into this kind of a position to reach down for the G. Make sure the E is in tune with the open E string together. So your fourth finger has to arch over the open E string so that it can resonate freely. Bring the elbow over and reach down for the G. And then practice both those thirds a few times, always using the open strings to help you with intonation. Be very critical with intonation. Correct everything which is not completely in tune, even if you need many bow strokes for that. Because as long as you're practicing hearing and correcting, you are practicing intonation and you're doing a lot for all of your violin playing. So never let anything stand which is out of tune. And practice those thirds like that, you're doing a lot for your violin playing. You're strengthening third and fourth finger, and you're practicing stretches, you're practicing intonation, and you're also practicing sound. So use lots of bow, the whole bow, high bow speed, as many bow strokes as you need. And practice the same exercise on the D and A string as well. Third finger G together with open G string. And then you add first finger B on the A string. You can control the first finger B with the open E string if you like. So you're controlling the third finger G with the open G string. And you're controlling first finger with open E string. And then you play the third together. Then fourth finger A on the D string together with open A string. Reach down for the second finger C. You can control second finger C with open E string as well. And then just play the third. Remember, from fourth finger A to second finger C is a stretch. You have to reach down, make sure your elbow is far enough to the right that your second finger can reach down to the C. Practice both those thirds as well, using open strings to help with intonation. Just by practicing thirds in this way, do that for 3 weeks and see what happens to your violin playing. It makes a huge difference because we're working at exactly what's difficult. We're strengthening the weakest part of our hand. We're working at stretching the hand. Our bow is on 2 strings the whole time, so we're working at sound and we're working at bow technique as well. And we're working at intonation by using the open strings to help us with hearing, and we're practicing hearing and correcting. So this really does a lot for your violin playing. If you just take 5 minutes every day to practice thirds, that will make a huge difference. So I hope you enjoy this video. As always, let me know in the comments if you have any questions, and happy practicing.